Hi, my name's Ben, and today we're going to be making a accessible web navigating system using just a Logitech USB keyboard that costs $8 and some buttons. That's it. I'm at the Google homepage, and what I want to show you is how I would do a search. So I can tab to the search by voice, and then I will click enter, which is the right pad. And I'll say accessible. And then it brings up my accessible results.
Here's the definition of accessible: of a place able to be reached or entered.
And then I can scroll down through the page with the down button and then back up. Oops. So here's the keyboard, just a regular full-size keyboard, and it's got a whole mess of screws on the back. So just start taking those out. And again, there's a lot of them, so it's gonna take a little bit. Okay, so I got all the screws off the back. We just gotta see about removing the bottom of this keyboard. Just snaps right off. And then what you have are just the mechanical keys on one side, and then on the other side you've got this maze of connections, but we don't really need to worry about that because all we're dealing with is this circuit board right here, and there's 3 more screws you got to deal with here, and that'll just be holding this into place. So we'll just take those out. One, 2, 3. This little bar holds it into place, and then you got your circuit board. So it's got one chip, one digital chip, which I presume is housing all the functions for this keyboard. And then you've got a bunch of little conductive strips here that the keyboard matrix is connected to. So I've gone through the trouble of finding which connections create the keyboard functions that I'm looking for. That way it saves you some trouble, or you can find your own keyboard functions by troubleshooting it yourself. But anyway, I wanted to get up the screen, down the screen, tab to go from link to link, and then enter to visit those links. So what I do is I use a wire to connect the 2 sides of these conductive strips. Now there's 26 total, and there's 13 on each side. I found that when you connect certain ones on one side to the other side, you get keyboard functions. A little bit of trial and error. It took me a couple hours to figure out the keyboard functions I wanted. So let me demonstrate now. So 4 and 4 should be down. It is. And then 5 and 1 should be up. That works. And then to tab through the different links, it's going to be 9 and 6. So we'll find that. There's 9 and there's 6. See it going through the different links. So we're at the home screen. Now we'll use tab, which is, we'll use enter, which is 8 and 7. So let me see if I can find that. All right, 8. And then 7, and then that'll take us to the home page, and there we are. We're going to use 2 different colors of wire. Now you don't want to use solid core wire, you want to use the frayed kind, and 2 different colors so you can have 1 color for each side of the circuit board. So you're gonna try to cut them evenly, and roughly the same size for all of them. And then what you're going to want to do is take a wire stripper and strip each side. You got 1 and 2. And then you twist so that the frayed edges don't come unfrayed. And I don't know if that made any sense, but you want to get them so they're all bunched together and in a straight line, but flexible. Now the reason you want to use this frayed wire is because we're going to be using tape to connect it to the circuit board. Okay, so here's my Gorilla Tape. I'm going to cut a piece. It's roughly the size of the circuit board in length. And just cut that off. Okay. So now we're going to put it so that it's over about half of the conductive surface. Push down the back end, the one closer to me right now, but don't push down the front because we're going to do that sequentially. Alright, you can see I've got written up there the ones we need on the left. So we'll start with 4. And then we'll just push down on 4. Now you remember that little metal bar that held this thing into place originally? Well, we're going to reuse it to fasten the wires onto it, to lock them into place. So what we got to do, since this is conductive and it's going to be hitting the conductive strips, is we've got to coat it with electrical tape. So just take a second to do that. Just press down on the electrical tape to see where the hole is, and then drill a hole right through there. Then you're gonna get a screw that's about the right size so the top of it covers that hole, and screw it from the back side. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit of a pain in the butt to get these wires to lock into place. Used a little bit of electrical tape to cement them in place, and then reinforced it with the bar, which I screwed in. But I just tested it and it seems to work. So next thing is to solder to these switches, which I have placed on this cigar box, and then should be done. And here is the finished product. You got, I'm on the YouTube homepage. You can scroll down, you can go up, and then you can go through the links. You can see it cycling through. Go to the videos, click on one, and add it to the playlist, but let's try that again. So, there's a learning curve for using it, but it's a good project and fairly easy. And the result is a cool, accessible, and inexpensive device. And here's a Facebook plug or something, because that was unintentional, but there you go. Have a great day.